Hello there, fellow coin enthusiasts and collectors. Welcome back to the channel World Rare Coins, where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins that could be worth a small fortune. From hidden gems that could be worth a fortune to little-known coins with a rich history, we'll explore it all. And if you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any of our exciting discoveries. And now grab your magnifying glasses and let's start our today's video. On top 1 today, we have an exciting find for you, the 1985 United States 1-cent coin. You might think a penny isn't worth much, but this one could be hiding a fortune. Stick around because, by the end of this video, you'll find out just how valuable this little copper coin can be. Let's start with a little history. The 1985 Lincoln cent is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial Penny series, which was first introduced in 1959. By 1985, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies each year, but not all of them were created equal. While most of these pennies were used in everyday transactions and have little collector value today, some rare varieties and well-preserved examples have skyrocketed in worth. The 1985 penny was struck during a time when the U.S. Mint was refining its coin production techniques. However, even with advanced technology, mistakes still happened. These errors, along with certain high-grade specimens, are what make this coin extremely desirable among collectors. Now, let's talk about design. On the front, or obverse, of the coin, you'll find the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner. His portrait has been a staple of the U.S. penny since 1909. Above his head, you'll see the words, "In God We Trust," while Liberty is positioned to the left and the year 1985 appears to the right. Flipping the coin over, we see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely at a well-struck coin, you can even spot a tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a remarkable detail for such a small coin. The inscriptions United States of America and E Pluribus Unum curve along the top, while 1 cent is boldly displayed at the bottom. So, what makes some of these 1985 pennies worth big money? Condition plays a huge role. Coins that have been kept in uncirculated condition, meaning they were never used as regular currency, can fetch impressive prices. Even minor scratches or discoloration can significantly affect a coin's value. So the closer it is to perfect, the better. But here's where things get really interesting: error coins. Some 1985 Lincoln cents have striking errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet mistakes. These errors occur during the minting process and can make a coin one of a kind. Collectors go crazy for these rare anomalies, often paying thousands of dollars just to add them to their collections. If you're wondering how to check if you have a valuable 1985 penny, here are a few things to look for. First, examine the details of Lincoln's portrait and the lettering. If anything appears doubled, especially in the word Liberty or the date, you could be holding a rare double-die penny. Second, inspect the overall condition. Does it still have its original luster, with sharp details and no visible wear? If so, it could be a high-grade coin worth sending in for professional grading. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. How much could a rare 1985 penny be worth? Well, under the right circumstances, with the perfect combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand, one of these tiny coins has been valued at an astonishing $65,000. That's right, $65,000 for a single penny. So, the next time you come across a 1985 Lincoln cent in your pocket change, don't dismiss it too quickly. It might just be the key to an unexpected treasure. On top 2, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1987 United States 1-cent coin. It may seem like just another common penny, but certain rare versions of this coin have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. Make sure to watch until the end, because you won't believe how much one of these pennies is actually worth. Let's take a quick look at the history behind the 1987 Lincoln cent. By this time, the Lincoln Memorial design had already been in circulation for nearly 3 decades, having replaced the classic wheat penny back in 1959. The 1980s were a period of high production for the U.S. Mint, and billions of pennies were struck. However, not all of them are the same. Some carry unique features and errors that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. The design of the coin is instantly recognizable. On the obverse, or front, you'll see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner. This image has been used on the penny since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. Above Lincoln's head, the phrase "In God We Trust" is inscribed, with Liberty on the left and the date 1987 on the right. Turning the coin over to the reverse side, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This elegant structure was featured on pennies from 1959 until 2008. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, a detail that makes this design truly special. The words United States of America are curved along the top, with E pluribus unum just beneath it, and the denomination 1 cent prominently displayed at the bottom. So, what makes the 1987 penny so valuable? While most pennies from this year are only worth face value, a small number of them have special qualities that make them extremely rare. Condition is one of the biggest factors. Coins that have never been used in everyday transactions and have remained in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch high prices. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with sharp details, a flawless surface, and original mint luster. But the real jackpot comes with error coins. The U.S. Mint produces millions of coins daily, and mistakes do happen. Some 1987 pennies have been found with striking errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, and missing details. These rare minting mistakes can make a coin one of a kind, significantly increasing its value. If you happen to find a 1987 penny with unusual markings or misaligned designs, you could be in possession of a collector's dream. How can you tell if your 1987 penny is valuable? First, take a close look at the details under a magnifying glass. If you notice any doubling in the lettering or numbers, it might be a rare double die variety. Check for any misprints, missing elements, or off-center designs. Finally, consider getting your coin graded by a professional service. High-grade coins with rare errors can sell for thousands of dollars at auctions. And now, the big moment. How much can a rare 1987 penny be worth? If you happen to own a rare variety in perfect condition, with sought-after errors, it could be worth an incredible $61,000. That's right, $61,000 for a single penny. So, before you spend that loose change or throw your old pennies into a jar, take a moment to inspect them. You might just have a hidden treasure sitting in your collection. On top 3, we have a very special video that could change the way you look at your spare change forever. We're going to explore the fascinating world of the 1989 United States 1-cent coin. While most pennies you come across are worth only 1 cent, there's a rare version of the 1989 penny that could be worth an absolutely jaw-dropping amount. Stick around, because you won't believe how much some of these pennies are selling for today. The 1989 penny is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial series, which was first introduced back in 1959. This series has been a staple in American currency for decades, and over the years, countless pennies have been minted. But not all of them are created equal. Some coins from 1989 have become highly sought after by collectors, especially certain rare variations and coins in exceptional condition. On the obverse side of the 1989 penny, you'll find the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln. This portrait, designed by Victor D. Brenner, has been a part of the penny since 1909 and remains one of the most iconic coin designs in U.S. history. Surrounding Lincoln's likeness, you'll see the inscription "In God We Trust," with Liberty on the left side and 1989. On the right, on the reverse side, you'll notice the design of the Lincoln Memorial, another recognizable symbol of this coin. The memorial is a tribute to President Lincoln, and if you look closely at the coin, you can spot the small statue of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial, an intricate detail that adds charm and significance to the design. The words United States of America curve along the top, with E pluribus unum just below it, and 1 cent proudly displayed at the bottom. So, why are certain 1989 pennies worth so much? Well, the value of a coin is determined by a few key factors: condition, rarity, and sometimes errors. For most people, a 1989 penny would be worth just 1 cent. However, when it comes to rare minting errors or coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, the value can soar. Some 1989 pennies feature rare minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or issues with the planchets, pieces of metal that are used to make the coins. These errors happen during the minting process, and when they do, they can make a coin one of a kind. For collectors, these mistakes are highly desirable and can drive up the value of the coin. If you have a 1989 penny in your collection, here are some things to look out for. First, check for any doubling in the inscriptions or the date. If you notice that the letters or numbers seem to be doubled or out of place, you may have a rare double die error. Next, take a look at the overall condition of the coin. A penny that is in pristine, uncirculated condition with no signs of wear or damage is much more valuable than one that has been circulated and used for years. Now, here comes the exciting part, the value of this rare penny. If you have a 1989 penny in exceptional condition, or even better, one with a minting error, it could be worth an unbelievable $57,000. That's right, $57,000 for a single penny. So, the next time you dig through your spare change or come across a 1989 penny, make sure to take a closer look. It might just be the treasure you've been waiting for. On Top 4, we're taking a deep dive into the world of the 1990 United States 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Penny. You might think of pennies as simple, everyday coins, but some rare versions of this particular penny could be worth far more than you'd expect. By the end of this video, you'll find out just how much this humble coin could be worth today. The 1990 penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which has been in circulation since 1959. This particular design has become one of the most iconic in U.S. coin history. On the obverse side, you'll see the well-known portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, created by artist Victor D. Brenner. This image has graced the U.S. penny for over a century, making it one of the most familiar faces in American currency. Surrounding Lincoln's image are the words "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" on the left, and the year 1990 on the right. Flip the coin over, and you'll find the reverse side featuring the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to the 16th President of the United States. The memorial design, created by Frank Gasparo, has been a defining feature of the penny for over 50 years. If you take a closer look, you'll see a tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a subtle but impressive detail. The reverse also reads United States of America along the top, E pluribus unum, beneath the memorial, and 1 cent clearly displayed at the bottom. But what makes the 1990 penny special? While most of these coins are only worth a single cent, there are some rare exceptions. The key to the value of a 1990 penny lies in its rarity, condition, and any potential errors it may have. Let's talk about condition first. Coins that have never been used in everyday transactions and remain in uncirculated condition are highly sought after by collectors. If a 1990 penny has been carefully stored and maintained without any scratches, wear, or discoloration, it could be worth much more than face value. The real treasure, however, lies in coins with minting errors. Sometimes, during the manufacturing process, mistakes happen. These errors can include things like off-center strikes, double dies, or even missing elements from the design. These mistakes are rare and make the coin a unique piece, often increasing its value significantly. If you've got a 1990 penny, here are a few things to check for. First, take a look at the details of the coin. If you notice any doubling in the lettering, especially in Liberty or the date, you could have a double die penny, which is a rare error that collectors highly prize. Next, look at the alignment and the edge of the coin. If it seems misaligned or off-center, it could also be worth much more. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for. How much is a rare 1990 penny really worth? If you happen to own a 1990 penny in uncirculated condition or one with a unique error, it could fetch an unbelievable $53,000. That's right, $53,000 for a single penny. It's hard to believe, but it's true. So, before you toss your 1990 pennies into your spare change jar, take a moment to inspect them. You might just be holding a valuable piece of history without even knowing it. On Top 5, we're talking about the 1991 United States 1-cent coin, a penny that might seem ordinary at first glance but could actually be worth a small fortune. You won't believe how much this particular penny could sell for. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll be shocked at how valuable one of these coins could really be. The 1991 penny is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial series, which has been in circulation since 1959. This penny features a familiar design that most of us have seen countless times. On the front, or obverse, you'll find the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner. This image has been used on the penny for over a century, making it one of the most recognizable depictions of a U.S. president in coinage history. Surrounding Lincoln's portrait, you'll see the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1991 to the right. The reverse side of the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, one of the most enduring designs in American currency. This memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, has graced the back of the penny for over 50 years. If you look closely at the design, you'll spot a small statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a beautiful detail that captures the essence of this tribute to the president. The inscription, United States of America, curves along the top, while E pluribus unum appears below the memorial and 1 cent is proudly displayed at the bottom. So, why should you pay attention to a 1991 penny? While most of these coins are only worth 1 cent, some rare versions are highly sought after by collectors and can fetch astonishing prices. What makes a 1991 penny so valuable? The answer lies in the coin's condition and any rare minting errors it might have. Let's start with condition. A penny that has been stored in pristine condition, one that has never been used in circulation or has been well preserved over the years, is much more valuable than a coin that has been worn down from years of being in people's pockets and wallets. Coins with sharp, clear details and no signs of damage or discoloration are much more desirable in the collector's market. But what really excites collectors are the rare minting errors. The U.S. Mint produces billions of coins each year, and occasionally, mistakes happen during the manufacturing process. These errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or even missing elements, can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into something incredibly valuable. So, how can you tell if your 1991 penny might be one of these rare treasures? First, closely examine the lettering and details on the coin. If you notice any doubling, especially on the date or Liberty, it could indicate a double die variety, which is one of the most sought-after error types. Next, look for any misalignments or off-center strikes. This could mean the penny was minted incorrectly, which makes it even more valuable to collectors. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for: the value of a rare 1991 penny. If you have a 1991 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $49,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $49,000 for a single penny. That small coin you thought was just pocket change could actually be a valuable collector's item. So, the next time you find a 1991 penny, take a closer look. It could be worth far more than you ever imagined. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins hiding in your collection, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on another exciting discovery. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!